the phone off on your computer. I mean, the speaker.
Okay, everybody
Get your
mute
phone on.
your microphone.
I have no audio at all.
Okay. All right, I'm going to call us to order at 7:01. Everybody hear me? Wave. Okay. Andrew, can you hear me? Andrew Woodstock, can you hear me? Andrew, can you hear me? You can't hear. Great.
He might have muted himself, Rick.
Can you flick the unmute button at the bottom of your screen? Say something. Can you hear me first? Wave.
I think we got to throw him off and then have him rejoin.
Andrew, you're going to have to.
I'll remove him. Oh no, that says he can't rejoin. That's not good.
I'm going to send him an email and hope he sees it. Can he log himself off and come back on?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you just send him a message in the chat to log off? And
Yep, I just did.
okay.
Somebody's looking at the chat. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Well, let's see him log back in again.
While we're waiting, I'm going to read the boilerplate. And I'm not sure anybody really cares about that, but if they review the video record later on, they can see this. This meeting of the Noank Zoning Commission will take place through Zoom remote meeting technology. My name is Rick Smith. I'm chairman of the commission. The host of the Zoom meeting is Larry Dunn, who's an alternate zoning commission member. Participants in this meeting will be the commission members, elected alternate staff, and the applicant. Anyone speaking should state their names prior to speaking each time they speak. Participants who would like to comment on an item or share a screen item should raise their hand in front of the screen so we can identify them. Then the participant will have the opportunity to speak. If we get a lot of feedback, please mute your microphones until called upon. To offer a motion or second a motion, commissioners should physically raise their hand and be acknowledged by the chairman. To vote on a motion, commissioners will be called upon individually by the chair. Members of the public who have logged on or called in will be observing the meeting, but there will be no public comment. All participants must identify themselves before speaking each time they speak. Members of the public can submit comments by writing to the commission after the meeting for consideration on any item discussed. Finally, a recording of tonight's meeting will be posted on the Town of Groton's website within 7 days of the meeting. Still no Andrew.
Do we know who 2449 guest is?
No, I don't, but I'm gonna.
Hey, Rick, this is Nip. I think this is a very straightforward
Here he is.
application. I'm not sure.
I know, but we need to have him, and he's on now, so he's connecting. Thank you, though. I was about to say the same thing, but it's better to have the applicant. Okay, can you hear us now? You need to unmute your microphone. There, can you hear me?
Not through the computer, no.
Can you hear me at all?
I have the phone going as well, so I can hear you through the phone.
Okay, and we can hear you, so we can proceed. Okay, for the record, it's 7:06. The only thing we've done while resolving the communication difficulty is to read the Zoom meeting instructions at the beginning. And we need to be recording. Larry, are you recording? Are we recording, Larry?
Yes.
We are, okay. From the beginning, or do I need to call us in again?
No, everything good. It just went a blip. I restarted it, so it should be fine.
Okay, because I don't have anything, I can't see any of that, so I'm not sure why. Okay, anyway, our sole purpose tonight is to review the application of Mystic River Homes 2 Congregate on 205 Elm Street, Noank. The proposal is to add an exterior portico roof structure to the existing building on the existing entry driveway. And this is on the west side of the property. It faces a forest and a berm of dirt. So it doesn't actually face a main road or water or other houses. So the applicant is Andrew Woodstock, and I'm going to ask him now to describe the proposal. And after that, and just so you have my idea in mind, because this does not face a road or waterway or other houses, after you hear the presentation, I want you to think about whether we can just waive the reading of those 11 criteria, you know, the window placement and what the wall looks like and all those things that we normally do for a design review. But because this faces a forest and a berm of dirt, you may want to just waive that. So, you know, we can consider that after you hear the application and you're asking your questions. So with that, Andrew, you're on.
Okay. What we're planning on doing is putting a covered entryway on the outside of the existing entry. This will allow ambulances and cars picking up or delivering people to do it undercover. This addition will be added to the front of the existing entryway and allow vehicle access below it.
Okay. I'm going to scroll up now. Can everybody see these documents clearly? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So there's the application. Bill's check-off list. He didn't sign it, but he checked off every item. So this is that entrance. And
Right.
You go ahead and tell me what you want me to scroll. I'll scroll for all of them so you know how I have them presented. And
Okay.
then you can ask me to go back and forth. This is the main entry. Cross-section view. Elevations. The site plan from above. Foundation plan. Framing plan. Footing plan. Okay, here's the site map Here's the entryway. You can see the nearest houses are off here through this forest. Here's where the whole property itself comes out on Elm Street. Okay, these are adjoining property views.
I should probably point out that none of this building is visible from any of the adjoining properties.
Okay, good to know. Okay, that's the last one. All right, so back to the beginning, and now, is there anything else you'd like to offer, Andrew, other than that comment?
Well, if you look at this front elevation, the covered porch is going to basically mimic the existing covered entry and extend out from the building to cover that driveway that you can see in the picture.
I think the site plan might show that here.
Right.
Okay, so there's the existing porch.
Mm-hmm.
It would go out over the driveway 16 feet.
Right.
Okay.
Now there's an island where that island is being shown now.
This one.
So we're really not changing any of the landscaping, so to speak.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And we're mimicking the same look as the front of the entry.
Okay, anything else that you'd like to offer?
I think that's about it.
Okay. Commission questions? Would you like to waive the point by point on things like proportion of buildings facade, proportion of openings within the facade, things that bear on a house facing a street, but not necessarily something like this? If there's no objection, I would suggest we waive those, the reading of those. Seeing no objection. Any other questions? Beth, would you happen to have that motion again? Good, thank you.
Make a motion to determine that based on the potential impact on neighborhood architectural harmony and character, property values, historical integrity, and/or public health and safety, the level of review deemed appropriate for this application is a site plan review under section 2.26.6.5, and to both waive all specific submittal requirements that are not included in this application because they would not aid the commission in its determination of the application's compliance with section 2.26, and to accept the application as complete and to approve the application of Mystic River Homes to Congregate for a certificate of design appropriateness to add an exterior portico roof structure to existing building, including roof, existing entry driveway at 205 Elm Street, Noank, Connecticut, because it meets the criteria set forth in section 2.26 of the zoning ordinances for the Noank Fire District.
Okay, is there a second? Second by Nip Tanner. Discussion on the motion. Okay, seeing none, all those in favor, raise your hand. And before we leave, that's unanimous. I forgot to call the roll. The commissioners of record are Dana Oviatt, wave your hand, please. Art Tanner, Beth Steele, Blake Powell, and myself, Rick Smith. So those are the voting members of the commission on the record. And so unless there's other business on this application, I'll take a motion to adjourn. So moved Blake Powell and seconded by Nip Tanner. All those in favor, raise your hand. Thank you all very much for your willingness to do this, and to Larry for setting